I'm saying it's, you're technically in the court area. So, ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Gerald is...
Judge Bloom, is that correct? So what you know is that in Gwinnett County, we do not have a public defender's office. What we have is a lot of stuff going on in here, but do not talk to anyone about your case. These people that you're in the courtroom with here, the people in the holding cell, the people in your pod, if you speak to them about your case, you create another witness for the state. And that person can be subpoenaed and brought back to testify against you at the time you have a trial. So don't...
It's been considered previously, which generally is the case. All I'm really going to do is give you information relating to why you're here and what you might expect as far as what comes up next. I'm going to tell you what your charges are. I'm going to tell you what your bond is if you have one. If you don't have a bond, I'll tell you basically why not and what kind of hearing is needed.
No, I don't work.
Do you have the financial capacity to hire and pay an attorney to represent you on these charges?
I don't need an attorney.
You don't need an attorney.
No.
Well, I beg to disagree with you. You have a right to represent yourself. In our Constitution, you have a right to represent yourself.
My attorneys, it's the people that we're fighting for. That's the hope. It's always the hope because it's the last thing that dies. Please, you are the hope of the world, each one of you. It doesn't matter what color you are because God loves us all.
So you do not want to have a lawyer to represent you.
No.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I can't force one on you. All right? I would highly recommend that you consider changing your mind about that because you qualify for the court to appoint one at the county's expense. At this stage of things, I cannot coerce you to and will not attempt to coerce you to accept an attorney. However, once again, I would recommend that you let that be done because you're going to come into court in a couple of weeks and you're going to have the district attorney sitting there and some police detectives sitting here and put up evidence to detain you further on these charges. And I doubt that you're well equipped to handle that on your own. But that's your decision. I will make a note that you intend to represent yourself. You may have a seat.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Let me address one more thing with you. One thing we can do is an appointed attorney that wouldn't be